Hello there. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something pretty interesting. I'm going to be reviewing for the first time ever an episode from the show Puppy Dog Pals. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you know I mostly do videos, or at least when I do episode reviews, I've done episode reviews of the Penguins of Madagascar. But since I talk about cartoon characters and have even planned on talking about different cartoon characters, not just in general, but their shows and movies, and I've kind of already started doing that because I've already done a few movie reviews, so I figured now would be a great time to start reviewing some other shows. And I've already started reviewing episodes, or at least as of now, I've done one episode review of The Lion Guard, so now I decided to do Puppy Dog Pals. And this is actually a very interesting episode for me because this was actually the very first episode from the show that I actually ever saw. And this episode is called Dinner Thief on the Puptown Express. Now again, this is actually the first episode from the show I actually saw, so this is a pretty special episode to me. And so that's why I've chosen this one to be the first episode I'll be reviewing for you all. And I might even review a few other episodes as well. But anyway, so let's get into the review. So, the two main characters of the show, Bingo and Rolly, they're two little puppy pugs. They're pugs and they're puppies, and they're also brothers. That is for anyone who's maybe not familiar with the show. But anyway, so Bingo and Rolly are on the train with their owner, and then when they go into this little area to play with these other pets, it's discovered that the dinner for the people and for their pets, because it's a pet-friendly train, the dinners for the pets and for the people are gone. Everything is gone. So the pups, Bingo and Rolly, decide to find out what happened to them. So Bingo acts like Sherlock Holmes, and Rolly acts, well, not exactly like Watson, because one thing, he looks nothing like Watson. But there's actually a character in this episode that actually does kind of have like a Watson kind of likeness to him. He's this animal, and I'll get more into his identity in a little bit. He's got this long name, but I think they called him Clouseau for short, or Claw. I think it's Clouseau, but anyway, so Clouseau and Kia and two other dogs that are in the show, who are kind of like the villains in a way. They're like, I don't exactly know if you'd say villains, but I don't know. I don't exactly know where they fall under, because they're not real terrible. They're just like sassy and kind of like bullies, kind of, but not quite like that. But anyway, let's just say that there are probably not too many fans of the show's favorite dogs or characters. But anyway, so they're trying to help Bingo and Rolly solve the mystery. And then when they go in the kitchen, they discover these paw prints. So they obviously assume that the thief had to have had paws. And then they realize, or at least Rolly first realizes, that they all have paws. So meaning one of them must be the thief. So they're being questioned, and then this part where they're all hungry since, they haven't eaten yet, they assume that the stomach of the thief wouldn't grumble, his or her stomach wouldn't grumble, because apparently they're thinking that he or she ate all the food. But come to think of it, if the thief ate all the food and there was enough food for several people and pets, that thief would have a major stomachache probably, and would be completely miserable now that I think about it. I don't know why they didn't think of that, but anyway, so that's what they assume. But then, when they realize who was in the room at the time before the dinner bell rang, they realize that Rolly wasn't in the room, but Rolly says that he didn't do it, and then Bingo believes him, but then they realize that Rolly was not the only one that wasn't in the room at the time, and come to find out this Clouseau, or Claw, I hope I'm saying his name right. I think it's Clouseau. Anyway, he is actually the thief, and yeah, I was actually right. He didn't eat the food, which, again, I'd imagine he'd have a major stomachache if he did. Plus, he'd be eating people food, and he's an animal, so yeah, that wouldn't have been good. But it's actually funny because there's actually a few nods before it's actually revealed that he's the thief, that he took it. And I remember when I first seen it, I'm like, they just gave that away. He's the thief. So yeah, they gave that away a couple times. But they thankfully at least didn't give away his true identity, which is that he's actually a cat when he actually appeared to be a dog at first. So yeah, at least they didn't give that away at the time. But then he explains why he took it, which he didn't mean to, he wasn't like a major villain or nothing. No, he actually took the dinner so everyone would leave the train because he didn't want to share the train with all the pets. But then, because of Rolly, he realizes that sometimes when you share things, it's actually better. And then he realizes that, he actually, and he even admits this, that he actually did have fun with them. So the food is returned, and yeah, that's really it. But this is a good episode, and I think this was a good first episode for me. Now, I'm not a big fan of the show, but I think it is pretty cute. It does seem to be a very clean, cute show, which shows like that are getting rare these days, so I'm hoping that this show will continue to be clean and decent, just like it is now. And I'm hoping I'm right, that it still is that way, because I actually haven't seen all the episodes even now. And there's several new ones that I haven't seen yet either, so hopefully those will be good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video of my first ever review of an episode from Puppy Dog Pals, and if you want to see more, please write in the comments if you have any specific episodes from the show you want me to review, or if you just want me to pick an episode and just, review a few more, like I did with this one. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. Bye!